One of the important factors of journaling is you are giving yourself permission to release emotions trapped within you. Emotions are a powerful force, and your journaling is a safe haven for your expression. Journaling allows you to pour out your heart, offering solace and clarity in moments of joy, sorrow, and everything in between. Discover the cathartic power of journaling, where your emotions find a voice on the pages of your understanding. I appreciate that Flip the Book is part of your journey, and I know you'll enjoy the following episode. All right, well, I think it's time for Flip the Book. I'm just going to take the first book on my pile, which is Spirituality, Evolution, and Awakened Consciousness, and I'm just going to randomly open it. These are brilliant self-reflective questions that I've pulled up here, so quite relevant to what we're actually doing. So if you're journaling, or even if you're just sitting in deep contemplation, think of an event. Might be something that was a celebration. It might be something that caused you a lot of pain, but anything that you'd like to explore. And then think of these questions. What was your intent? What did you think was going to happen? What were you hoping? What were your expectations? What was the energy motivating you? So if we go back to the wedding story, and where the lady had all the wedding organized, just didn't have the groom, what was her intent? Now, we can go into the modern day version of, she was trying to manifest her husband. But the reality was that wasn't what was happening. This person was fixated on creating the illusion that she thought would make her feel good about herself, and she desired being the center of attention. So for her, she'd have to answer, what was your intent? And she'd say, if she was really honest, the desire to be the center of attention and to organize the stage that was going to happen. Because this wedding organization has nothing to do with the groom. She doesn't even know who it is. What were the stepping stones? So if we use that person again, there was all these failed relationships which made her feel she was undesirable, and it was attacking. Her perception of that was attacking her self-worth. Now that's the stepping stones, how she got to this wedding creation and fixation. The other thing that the stepping stones is that she was not looking at her control, her judgment, and her demanding. So if she was going to get really honest, she could go back and go, actually, when I was with these other partners, I was so controlling about having my illusion created that I destroyed my opportunity to create a relationship with the person that I was with, right? The next question is, how did you think this was going to play out? So for that person, she could say, I thought I was going to have this great wedding. Everyone was going to be so impressed with my organization and all the trimmings that I had. And it was just going to be a fantastic day, a brilliant stage for me to perform on. Now, the trouble with that is, what happens after that stage? And she had not thought about it. She had not thought about the type of person that she wanted, what kind of life that she wanted. She was still in the illusion creation. And she thought that she'd get the wedding and then she'd do the same type of creation for the long-term relationship, the marriage. There's not many of us that would stick our hand up and volunteer to walk into someone else's illusion knowingly and just be a pawn for them to move around the board. Now, often we experience that. We all turn up at the altar with two illusions and an intent of how we think this is going to work. And when we're being self-reflective, they are the things that we can determine and be honest about with ourselves. And if we can be honest with ourselves, we can then have decent, meaningful conversations with other people involved in our lives. And that helps us establish good foundations, helps us create strong sense of connection. The other question here is, why did you believe this would provide you with what you wanted to happen? Now, if we go to the wedding girl, it's like, because my planning was so great. I'd organized it. I was in control of it. Now, I don't know about you, but anytime I've tried to control something to that degree, it's never worked. So we can control too hard and we push things away. And the intention originally for the wedding girl may have been, I want to feel loved. And all these stepping stones, all these beliefs, all these illusions has taken her so far away from her original intent that the intent got changed. And the motivation got changed, and the structure got changed. So when we're being self-reflective, they're the things that we can find if we're prepared to have that level of honesty. The last question, what were you prepared to forsake in your attempt to achieve the result you wanted? And we go again to the wedding girl, honesty. I was willing to forsake honesty. I was willing to forsake really being in a relationship. I only wanted what I wanted. So I forsaked being a loving, caring person and instead aligned with control, manipulation, and deception. And when you understand that, your first port of call may be to beat yourself up. Your second port of call is to go back through the questions so that you understand how you got there. And once you have the understanding, then you can make informed choices about how you want to be. So journaling and self-reflection are so important to our lives. Self-reflection, and whether you do it through journaling, conversation, deep contemplation, whatever your way of doing it is entirely up to you. But not doing it is going to leave you emotionally stumped, and it's going to leave you acting out these illusions, images, without really understanding yourself. If you're journaling and you feel safe there, you're putting it on paper, be prepared to go to questions that you don't really want to answer. They're going to reveal a lot to you. I want to thank you for listening. Hope you got a lot out of it, and please like and subscribe. We're trying to build the channel